No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs.
Free up the gut. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Luna. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've come out red hot slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, running back on the move. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. At the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job. Defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Right down the middle. Wide out trying to get it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, Green Wave! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open the...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Luna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. It's caught. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Red pass, it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. To the ground with the back. And they swarm him under.
No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Fire into the right, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. The give out of the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Lost a throw on first down. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Takes the handoff. It's Gage. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it, looking for the first down. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the big fella. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rios. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Using his legs, it's James. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires to the tight end. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab near the marker, it's Luna. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Touchdown,
this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's James. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Corner's going to give them room. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.